So then I defined it, and I introduced this language in it, and it started to become kind of this conflated conversation where, because the girls were talking about a soft life, they were conflating that with this thing that I was talking about when I was talking about softness as a nervous system regulating tool. But the more that I really started to cultivate and develop this language, the more I realized that it really was a radical tool for Black women to be able to access, that it felt important to me that Black women be able to really access softness. I want Black women to have a soft life too. I'm gonna keep it real with you. I'm not mad at the idea of a soft life. It's not, but it cannot, excuse me, it cannot be the sole or even the central theme or defining that we look to, because it's not accessible to all of us. But softness as the work of getting into our seated self. And when I say the seated self, I mean right now, take a deep breath in and fill your lungs. Exhale and release. That's your seat. That's your soft seat. I wanted Black women to be able to imagine, who would you get to be if you created your world from that place right there, which is a very different place from sitting up armored, you know, gonna figure it out place. It's a very different place. And then I wanted us to imagine what who we would get to be, what we would get to create, what we would get to imagine, what we would get to dream, what else is accessible to us, even in our liberation, our pursuit of freedom and actual liberation and sovereignty. And so more of these kinds of questions started to come up for me around dreaming, as radical resistance, around really rest, really being in our ease, being in our pleasure.